Hey, what's going on, guys? Hamza from Thehamzasaab.com. In today's video, if you're listening carefully in the background, you're gonna hear this beat that has a UK drill style. If you wanna stick around to this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I created this video right here, which is gonna be pretty much using only stock Pro plugins. I will not be using splice, and of course, I would not be using any producer kits. Let's get into this video. I want to start off with some Alchemy over here. Let's see what we have. Alchemy is a really good plugin for you guys if you don't have like any instruments or anything like that, because you're able to like adjust the sound, add some effects to it. Plus, it has a great library of sounds for you, whether it's bells or keys. So we're going to create some keys real quick. So I'm going to be using this keys called Old Dreams in here, and we're just not going to adjust it. We're going to leave it at dusty modulation just to give it like a nice little texture that it has already. See, the first thing we want to do, since we're making UK drills, we're going to change the BPM on the track right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make it into a 141. That's usually kind of like this sweet spot. All right, so I'm going to pencil in this melody that I just kind of created right now real quick. All right, let's see what we got here. We just kind of loop that real quick just to see how it sounds. Yeah. It has a really nice like trap vibe to it. And what we're going to do is we're going to like lower the EQ a little bit as well. And I definitely want to add like some like top layer melodies to this beat right here, just to give it a little more flavor as well. And right now we're in the second octave, so I'm going to definitely go up to like the fourth octave. And since we're playing it in F sharp harmonic minor, we're going to probably add some extra keys in the higher octave right now. And there you go, we got that right there, guys. So I'm just gonna go over the notes just to make sure that it's quantized and it's on point. Plus the velocity seems really high on these. Okay, so far this is what we have. I'm thinking about maybe adding something like a pad in there just to give it like a little more texture to the track. So instead of a pad, I'm probably going to go with one of the choirs that's offered in Alchemy just to give it a little more flavor. That's good right there. So we got that live take right there. A very beautiful choir, by the way, on that Alchemy right there. I mean, a lot of people underestimate how powerful that plugin really is. When I first started using Logic, you know, my mentor, Warren G, you know, that's one of the first things he told me. He said, hey, listen, don't underestimate the power of Alchemy. Because I always said, hey, listen, we need Omnisphere, we need the Contact and all this stuff. And believe me, that stuff is expensive. So I pretty much had to learn from the ground up on how to make beats just using Alchemy and other plugins available to me. And we're gonna lower the EQ a little bit on that choir so it just kind of sits in the background. And I think that's enough for the melodies. I don't want to overwhelm the track, so now we're gonna get into the drum pattern, which is really sick. So we're gonna use only stock Pro plugins for this as well. And what you want to do is you want to go to electronic drum kit, and you also want to go to kit pieces. That's kind of my suggestion for you, so that way you go with sound by sound. So we're gonna go with the Rim Dembo. It has like a really nice sound to it. And when it comes to drum patterns, I like to just pencil in my drum patterns. I'm kind of one of those like OGs when it comes to producing. I know some people like to play it live, but for me, I prefer to pencil it in. And then this one goes right there. When it comes to like drill UK beats, so it's a little different from trap beats. Normally you want to go on the second beat. That's when you put your first snare, but then on the other one, you kind of want to put it on the fourth note. And it has that nice bounce to it, so you're gonna hear it right now. And now we can get into the hi-hats. We're gonna go with the tight trap hi-hat. Now what I like about this direction here when you go directly to electronic drum kit and you go through kit pieces is you could automatically start pitching the snares from that area right there. So you don't have to like go through extra steps and plug it in ultra beat or anything like that. You could automatically just plug in the snare, plug in the hi-hat you wanna go with, and you could automatically pitch it up and down to have those like really sick hi-hat rolls. So with UK drill beats, the main thing you wanna go with is the 2-2-1 formula. Usually when you figure out the foundation of the hi-hats, that's when you start adding like rolls and different pattern shifts. Like first you want to get the foundation. So for like trap beats, usually people just kind of put like an eighth note lineup, and then you start adding your snare rolls, your hi-hats, the triplets. That way it gives it like some flavor. So that's what I'm doing right now with this one. I'm just kind of like going in with the 2-2-1 formula. I'm gonna add some 64 notes right here as well. I'm gonna change up the last hi-hat right there. 16th note triplets at the end, so it has like that kind of return, gives it like that feeling of it coming back to the beginning. One of my favorite tricks for the hi-hats, and you see me do this a lot, I like to duplicate, and then I'll hit Option, I'll drag it down to the second bar. And what I like to do is I like to shift, hit both of them so I'm able to control both. I'll lower the volume for both. And what I like to do is I like to put one, pan it all the way to the right, and then pan the other one all the way to the left. And it kind of has like this surround sound kind of feeling. So we got the hi-hats ready, and now we're gonna add in some kicks. I kind of like that kick right there. The blazing hot kick's pretty nice. Play that in real quick. And at the end here, we're gonna add another kick. Split this, so we're gonna go towards the middle for the kick right here. We're gonna go Command T to split that. And I'm actually gonna leave it at every fourth bar instead of like every second bar, I'm sorry. And then that way it doesn't like sound too repetitive. All right, so now we're gonna go to open hats, add that in there as well. There you go. This one sounds good to me, deep blue. And we're gonna put it in the beginning of every 4 bars. I'm just gonna leave that right there. Right there, awesome. One of my favorite instruments right here as well in Logic Pro when it comes to drill beats is called the tubular bells. You're gonna see those right there. And since we're in F sharp harmonic minor, probably just gonna play a C sharp and see how that sounds. Oh, amazing. We're gonna play that in the beginning of the track. We're gonna lower it down a lot. Okay, now that we got that, you know, the main event for these kind of beats is the 808. I had it in ESX2, and I have the 808 right here. These are the exact plugins that I have for it. I know it's kind of be like tough to explain it, but I did leave a link below to another producer called Bolo the Producer. I pretty much copied his 808 to be fully transparent with you. I just added some minor touches to it. But if you want the exact video for that, I left the description right there for you in this link right here. I want to give him full credit. I don't want to just take his 808 and pretend like I made it, but I'm using this 808 right here. And we're going to add a little bit of distortion on there. And we're also going to potentially add some drive on here. And then what I like to do when it comes to my 808s, I just like to drag my kicks down to the 808 line. So that way I have my 808s and my kicks like working on the same note pattern, because I don't want them like being all over the place and it kind of throws off my ear, at least personally. We're gonna kill some of the EQ on this 808. And that's the beat all wrapped up, guys. We're just gonna arrange it real quick just to see how it goes. Easiest way to do it, just Command repeat. Boom, copy it a few times over. And then just start deleting. We're gonna bring in the choir and I'm gonna bring in these snares. Yeah, that's a real nice bounce too right there. And then the 808 is gonna come in right now. I'm gonna hit Command duplicate on the tubular bells. I'm gonna bring one of them down and click Option to copy it. And you're gonna hit Command B to bounce it, okay? I'm sorry, you're gonna hit Control B. You don't wanna bounce the whole track, just that one sound. So we're gonna call this reverse bell. And the reason I like to add the reverse bell in there, it kind of like brings you into the drop, which gives it a nice touch. Gonna add that in there. And now what we're gonna do is, if you click it, you notice on the side right here, it says region reverse bell, where we just named it. Under more, you can just hit reverse. And we're gonna add that right there in the beginning and see how that sounds. And that's the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. I understand that I don't have much subscribers right now, but believe me, the reason you want to subscribe to a channel like this is because you have more influence as it grows. As soon as you leave a comment in there, you want a video, just suggest it in the comments. Since I'm brand new here, you're most likely going to have more power on the choice that's available for you. Without further ado, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and smash that like button. Have a good day.